Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Kat here. Today I want to talk about more of a mindset thing around how you see yourself. I feel like there's two sides of me. There's my higher self and then there's like my lower self. I don't know what the opposite of higher self is, but I'll just call it lower self. And you can think of these two as like your higher self is like your best self. It's like your fullest potential. It's like you on your best days and you're just like killing it and doing all the hard things and conquering life and feeling good about it and you're just on top of the world. And so I think that's what higher self is. And then you have your lower self or whatever you want to call it, but that's where you kind of have excuses, you get a little lazy, you want to stay in your comfort zone, you don't want to move, you would just rather stay in the same position that you're in right now, kind of just leaving things status quo, just not really willing to make a change because you're fine, almost complacent with how things are right now. As I started to think about this concept of higher and lower self, I feel like you can use it as a framework for how to make decisions. Like, because we make so many different decisions throughout our daily life, and it's almost so tiring because like you have to decide at every moment, am I going to go to the gym? Am I going to eat this? Or am I hungry? Or what am I going to work on next? There's like all these decisions, and I feel like you can have all these voices in your head like, oh, do this, or oh, it's time to take a break, or oh, you don't need to go to the gym today, go have fun. And you get all these voices that have mixed messages in your head. And I think what I have tried to do recently is to kind of think about it like, what would my higher self do? Like, because that is ultimately what is best for me in the long term, whereas my lower self would kind of go for the short-term wins and the instant gratification, what feels good now, but maybe wouldn't be good for me later. So like simple example, like eating a huge bag of chips all by myself. Like my higher self would say, no, don't do that. My lower self would be like, oh, but I'm so comfortable on the couch. It tastes so good. And so you kind of see how the two sides of you can create conflicting thoughts in your mind. And another way to think of it is like your higher self is like you with your goals achieved. So, if it's like a fitness goal, like Kat with like 6-pack abs, like would Kat with 6-pack abs eat this burger and fries, or would she opt for like a healthy salad and lean protein? Or would Kat with a 6-pack abs, would she wake up early to go to the gym, or would she stay in bed and sleep through her alarm? You can kind of think of it that way. Or like, if you have a financial goal, like $1 million Kat, like if I was that version of myself, would I still skip work today to go to the mall? Or would I skip out on an important work opportunity? So I think like when you think of yourself as that higher version of you, you can start to take on that identity and say, okay, if I really want to reach this goal, then how would that version of me act? Like, say you want to become an Olympic athlete, like would the Olympic version of Kat, stick to her daily routine and show up every day, or would she take some days off and then like lose her routine? And so I think that I've found this thinking about the two different versions of myself as a helpful way for me to make those little decisions, because then once you're like, okay, well, this is what my higher self would do, then you can be like, okay, I'm going to continue and commit to this instead of like kind of waffling back and forth between them. So I think the more you identify with your higher self and what type of person and identity you need to take on, then you can start acting in that way. And that does involve going outside your comfort zone and doing the hard things. But I think when we act in our own best interest, long-term best interest, then we just feel better about ourselves, we feel more confident, happier, and more fulfilled. So that is my 2 cents for the day. I hope this is helpful. And let me know for something you feel like in your life that you feel conflicted about. Tell me what your higher self would say and tell me what your lower self would say. All right, I look forward to hearing from you. Talk to you later. Bye.